All right. New trailer just came out. I'm gonna be doing a reaction right now, trying to get this up as quickly as possible, give my thoughts. So let's get into it. All right. So we're seeing this is
Hello?
stuff from the teaser that we saw. It's that stuff in the water. It looks like people or animals or
Is
something.
anyone there?
We're seeing people flying from Rodan. The more of the
I'm trying to
destruction.
reach.
There's Ghidorah and the lightning there. And everything goes down. Yep, this is recap stuff from the teaser, so. Alright, Legendary Warner Brothers. Awesome. Alright, so we're seeing Rodan pop out. The base. Who is this? Who's that?
Senators,
Charles
we
Dance?
believe that these
Ghidorah.
titans are just the tip of the iceberg.
Rodan. Who is this?
Which of these titans are here to protect us?
Mothra. Oh, I like that sound. We haven't heard what Rodan
Which of
sounds
these
like though.
titans are here to threaten us?
Yo, Ghidorah, the feet. Look at that! Look at those tails. Oh, that is awesome.
So you'd want to make Godzilla our pet?
No. We would be his.
Did he lose did Godzilla lose a fight here? Or was this later or earlier in the
Sure he's
film?
gonna be okay.
More Ghidorah. Who's that? Maybe like a plane or Rodan or something.
Battling for dominance.
Oh, wow, look at that. The standoff!
Alpha to Godzilla.
Oh, that's awesome CGI.
You gotta be kidding.
The gravity beams. Mothra looks like she's got a new power. Yo, Rodan, do a barrel roll! Godzilla. Oh, look at that. Wow, that is fast. Him and Ghidorah. Damn, that was quick. Alright, whoever says Godzilla's slow needs to stop now because that was awesome. Alright, so I think everyone is just flipping out over this trailer right now. But I think what everyone is wondering right now is certain aspects of the trailer that I think are significant. First off is this picture right here. Who is this new monster? This either has to be excuse me, my throat's a little sore because I was yelling when I first saw the trailer, but is this a new monster or is this an old Toho monster? I assume it's a new monster because looks very insectoid-ish. You can't really tell because it's definitely not Mothra or a stage of Mothra, or I wouldn't assume it to be. It's a little too jagged to be like a larval stage for Mothra. And if I was to guess who it would be if it was a Toho monster, well, I mean, it's kind of insectoid. It reminds me kind of Kamunga. I mean, Kamunga's got like those kind of itty bitty looking legs, and we only see this for a split second, so we don't really even know who this is though. But I'd assume since he's coming out of the ground, kind of insectoid-ish. If it's a new monster, I'm happy to see who it is. If it's an old monster, my guess would be Kamunga. I'm not sure why they'd introduce Kamunga because of course he's not going to last long if that is the case. And this second image right here, who is this supposed to be? If once again, if this is a new monster, I'll be glad to see who it is. But I don't know. I don't think it's Godzilla because Godzilla's been under the ocean, and I know he's in that. We see him in that temple, but I'd assume that would also be underwater or something like that, not like under the ground necessarily. If once again, if it's a new monster, I'm happy to see new monsters added to the MonsterVerse. That would add a lot of interesting new characters that we could add to the pantheon. If it's an old monster, a lot of old monsters burrow. It could be Baragon, Anguirus, Gorosaurus even. If I was to guess who from the old Pantheon, probably Anguirus. I hope it'd be Anguirus. If it's an old kaiju, please be Anguirus, because that'd be awesome if we get to see Anguirus. But if it's new old, I'm happy either way. So let's move on to Mothra, new Mothra. So this image here, it's a little dark, but right now we see Mothra surrounded by a bunch of soldiers, and we see the main characters here in the foreground. This is definitely her larval state, but she definitely doesn't look like just a worm. You can kind of see what appears to be smaller legs near the center of the image, but it almost looks like she either has formed wings or there's something about her that's already formed and she doesn't need to go into like a full cocoon like in previous films, or she's at the stage where she's already undergone her metamorphosis into a moth or butterfly and is now coming out and sort of drying off her so her wings can get ready and she can start fighting in this film. And I'm curious to see how long we're going to be focused on Mothra as a character, because it seems that she's the one who's going to have the most connection with the main characters of this film, whereas Ken Watanabe is his character, Dr. Serizawa, is going to be the one most involved with Godzilla. So I'm curious to see how much Mothra is going to be involved with these characters right here. And then moving on, we see this image of Mothra here. She looks like she's got like a little bit of that hair fur stuff. So that leads me to believe the first image was her in her larval state, while this is her in her full-grown state, more than she's kind of drying off in that stage and then just spreading her wings. But here we can see the classic kind of blue Mothra eyes. She has the antennae. The mouth looks kind of similar to that of GMK Mothra or even Tokyo SOS Mothra. But with the CGI here in the back of her wings, her wings are this kind of aura tealish blue color. I'm wondering right now what kind of powers she's going to have. Because there's been some rumors that she would have like these divine, elegant kind of powers. So I'm wondering if she's going to have some kind of energy manipulation or a power similar to that of Heisei Mothra, where Godzilla's breath was when it was in that particle field, the beam would kind of just disperse and hit Godzilla again. I wonder if she's going to have some kind of energy area denial attack or whatever. I don't care, but it looks like she's going to have some interesting powers with this energy source that's erupting from her wings here. And let's get on to this image of Godzilla I want to show. Now, right here, this image of Godzilla, it looks like he's taken a bit of damage. The left side of his brow, which would be our right side, if you look up there, it looks like he's missing a little bit of his skin and there's a little bit of flesh exposed. And it looks like something's happened to his eye, because we can see one of his eyes here, while the other one, you can't really see it, because Godzilla's eyes are pretty forward facing with this design, so it looks like either his eye's been shot out or burned off entirely. Like that whole side looks messed up to some degree. But like, I am really curious what happened to Godzilla in this fight right here, as it looks like he got put through the paces. Like even to a degree, it looks like that whole side of his face is gone, actually. But, wow. Like, how many times does he fight Ghidorah or fight monsters in general in this movie that his face is going to end up looking like this? Because I assume this is near the end of the film. But we also see here with this image of King Ghidorah, wings spread, and Godzilla about to step down. And either this has to be near the start of the film, and Godzilla gets beat in the start of the film here, because Ghidorah is in that iceberg and we see snow here. So this has definitely got to be like Ghidorah escaping his prison and Godzilla coming to confront him near the start of the film. And this is probably where Godzilla is going to lose, so we can build up Ghidorah as an antagonist to show that he's obviously stronger than the Mutos. And even though people didn't think the Mutos were that strong anyway. But aside from that, this image of Ghidorah putting his wings up here as like a display against Godzilla here, and even then, the size difference that we can see right here. If no context, if we didn't know how big these monsters were, this looks like the 50-meter Godzilla versus 100-meter Ghidorah from the Showa era, 100-meter versus 200-meter Heisei. Like, the size is just perfect here. And I am so interested to see how this is gonna play out in the movie. Like, oh my goodness! But this isn't the big thing I want to say about Godzilla. These next few images are. All right, now we see it looks like we're getting maybe a burning Godzilla of some kind in this film. This is going to be the second time in recent time we're seeing a version of Godzilla that's going to be on fire or red for some reason. We don't know why he's red in this trailer, but the way the red is kind of outlining the scales and running up the body would lead me and probably anyone else to assume that this is most likely a burning Godzilla-esque form or a powered up form, energized in some way, or it could be that he's totally damaged and whacked out right now, and Ghidorah, where someone else really did a number on Godzilla, and we are seeing what happened to him afterwards. Either way, this is a really eye-catching image, or a really moment in the trailer that we're seeing, and I am blown away. Like, there's a lot to talk about in this trailer, but I just wanted to give my brief thoughts. I hope you all enjoyed me getting this out as quickly as possible. So, comment down below what you think about the trailer, as well as any of the clips I talked about. Give your own theories, your own suggestions, and I'll see you guys later.